Today's episode of The Mom Game is brought to you by our friends at Gateway Buick GMC at LBJ and Jupiter. I know that buying a car can be stressful, but not at Gateway because their slogan is, Gateway's got it. And just what does that mean? Well, it means Gateway's got a wide selection of new Buicks, GMCs, and GM-certified used vehicles, all competitively priced. Gateway's got it. In these busy times, you want a car dealer who makes things easy and convenient. Well, guess what? Gateway's got it. When you log on to gatewaybuickgmc.com, look for the Shop, Click, Drive button. This allows you to shop from the comfort of your home, and who doesn't want that? In fact, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, select your vehicle. 2, create your offer. 3, schedule your delivery. And on top of all this, Gateway Buick GMC offers complimentary car washes for life. So, when you want a dealer who has it all, Gateway's got it. You can find them online at gatewaybuickgmc.com or shop in person at LBJ and Jupiter. GMC, we are professional grade. Experience the new Buick. And welcome to episode 196 of The Mom Game. I'm Emily Jones. She's Julie Dobbs. By ourselves in the studio this week.
Yes.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Crazy
We're going
busy
to try.
We are going to try. We're going to make it. Yeah. Say December.
So
Woo!
last week compared to this week, where are you at? Like as far as the December crazy breakdown, not breakdown?
Yeah, I'm pushing through. I mean, you don't have a choice, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like I would love to just throw up my hands and be like, I'm out. I'm out on everything. I'm out on obligations and kids' obligations, but you just can't. You just keep going, and that's kind of where I am right now. I feel like totally in survival mode.
Yeah.
Just trying to, not disappoint anyone with not being able to do something while keeping my sanity, getting my kids to all the shit they need to go to. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I guess maybe when they get out of school, I'll be able to chill a little bit. But I feel like that's the place where a lot of people are at right now.
Yeah.
You know?
It seems like everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what is it, like another week or so until school's out?
Yeah, we don't get out till the 20th. When do y'all get out?
Yeah, the 20.
The 21st. The Thursday.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck are we doing?
It's crazy. And then school is out like through the first week of January.
And that's the whole thing too, is like, I would much rather have the the longer period of time off take place before Christmas.
Yes.
You can still hold shit over your kids' heads. Santa's watching. You're not going to get shit.
Well, and all the fun Christmas things going on in
right.
town, like things that you want to take the kids to do. And I think a lot of them are staying open for that week in January, but something about it feels a little weird.
Weird and different. Yeah. Because once it's December 26th, my shit's over.
Yeah.
Christmas is done. The tree's down. The decorations are up. We are back to normal. And so that first week of January is where it's like, what the hell are we all going to do?
What are we doing?
I guess we pray that it's nice weather to where we can send them outside to run off energy. I don't know. But this is, I feel like, the latest we've ever gotten out.
Yeah, it is.
4 days before Christmas.
And I don't know why. Because all the districts, you're in Fort Worth, I'm in Dallas. Everybody's doing it. And I don't know why this year it's so different.
Because I guess, if they pushed everything back a week, then we would go back to school on January 2nd, and they felt like that was too rush. I don't know. I feel like I need to talk to these school calendar makers.
Yeah, because everybody is caught off guard by it.
Yeah, because you look up and it's like, oh shit.
But then I think
the kids get out of school and then you have 3 days to get ready for Christmas.
And I think the private schools some of the private schools are still on the old schedule. Because I had a mom who has a kid in each school, and she's like, what do I do? My kids aren't even off at the same time.
That would be
we can't plan a trip or,
Yeah.
So at least I guess our kids are off at the same time. But yeah, I was telling Ashley before you walked in, last week was such a weird, bad week. And I felt like it was nothing huge happened. That's what's so weird. And I was just thinking how different your brain, I guess, can deal with things, or how different you handle things for no really apparent reason. When pretty much everything's the same, why last week was I having as close as I've come to a panic attack or anxiety attack, or can't think straight and start to breathe kind of hard. I've never had one of those, and there was nothing huge that happened.
Yeah.
And then this week, it's like the same thing. I'm still working. We still have kids stuff. Like, but I'm fine. Like,
Yeah.
everything's fine.
I too feel like I've just had a lot of like friends, like so many friends have had been hit by bad news lately.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you're in this, I had some friends that were trying to have a baby and they're not able to, and went to all these lengths and then it didn't work. And then of course the McElroys, the family hit by the most tragic situation I can think of, with only the mom surviving and 2 children and a husband dying. And then like I had a friend who was having some, marital issues that I was trying to be there for her for. And then, just like a friend just had to have an emergency surgery yesterday. It's just
goodness.
It's just, I feel like it's just like, I don't like, ugh. And none of it is happening to me.
Yeah.
But I think when you see people that you love and people around you that they're in a place where they're hurting and you just like.
You feel it.
You feel it and you feel bad for even like suck it up, buttercup. Like I'm saying to myself, like, what the fuck? Like you're fine. Everything's fine. Like you need to like get out of this weird headspace you're in. And it's just, I don't know. It's like a weird thing. And like you said, everything's fine. We're, our family is good and blah, whatever. But like, just all these they're not little, these things that I'm not directly impacted by, but that I feel for my, my friends and those people that I'm close with for. It's just like, ugh, it just sucks.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's on your mind and it's on your heart and it's hard to like just move forward and when all those things are going on. So I don't know. And it's weird. There, with the time of year, there is a lot of pressure to like make it nice and make it perfect and make sure everything's happy. And so then when you're feeling all of those things, maybe it even hits harder, like because of the time of year.
For sure.
And you're trying to celebrate and you're trying to be joyful, but then those things are like continue to happen. So that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot, but all we can do is worry about ourselves and take care of ourselves and take care of our people.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and it's just, I think it's probably a place where a lot of people are in right now. So I am trying to do little things. Like I went to a little wine tasting for like an hour and a half yesterday with my girlfriend Lisa, just to kind of I don't know, just do something. And that was fun. And, I'm going to, like I said, I don't know. I just feel like the list of things to do. And when things are on my list, it's just like, ugh. So anyway, but I mean, this too shall pass and we will, going to enjoy the holiday season. I think we'll enjoy it way more when the kids are out of school.
Yeah.
That's just me. Because then when the kids are out of school, then the practices stop and all those things.
Yeah, there's a little break in the action.
Like today, Mike, before he left the house, like Miss Vicky was supposed to come. She might have a kidney infection, but I think she's still going to come. And he's like, we have Miss Vicky cook, chicken, rice, and broccoli, like kind of mapped it out. I was like, I don't know if she's coming. And then I get here and I text him. I'm like, if I cook dinner tonight, when are you and Henry going to eat? Because he has practice at 5 and then another one at 6:30. Will not be home till 8:30. I'm like, when do you plan on eating? Then he's like 4:50. Henry gets out of school at 4:30. Has practice at 5. Like, I'm like, what do we don't? Yeah, you don't have time to eat. Like, I guess I'll just send him out the door with like some chicken and broccoli and rice.
Eating is
plate.
Important. Yeah,
eating is very important. But like too, I feel like Chick-fil-A is very conducive to things like this. But we did have Chick-fil-A last night because again too, like no one's home at the same time to eat dinner, and I don't know. We're just gonna have to get that. We're gonna have to get the practice scene under control.
What does he have like back-to-back practices?
So he's doing
different
this pitching thing, and Mike's running the pitching clinic, and so it's Mondays, Wednesdays, but he has basketball Tuesday, Wednesday, and then he has regular baseball Tuesday, Thursday. So it's basically 6 practices, 4 nights.
Wow.
6 practices and 4 nights, Monday through Thursday. But some of this was created by my husband, so I can only say so much.
Right.
A
special pitching practices.
Yes, right. So it's just like a clinic for some of the boys and whatever. I'm just like, okay, well, you got to transport and do all the shit. So anyway, we will survive.
Yes.
But thanks for asking. Sorry you were feeling it last week too.
I don't know why. It was just.
I mean, sometimes it just happens.
Yeah. Well,
and you can't even really explain it. You're like, I don't feel right.
I don't feel right. It was weird. And then having to do like radio shows 4 hours a day and like not show your real feelings, that's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Like when you're feeling that way and then you go in and you have a live mic for that long. It's been a different experience. And usually just comes out in the form of me being ridiculously goofy because that's what's fun.
Yeah.
And so it can be a good outlet too.
Yeah.
But I am excited. Basically, I'm using like all of my vacation that's left. And so December 20th, I'm taking off and then not going back till January 3rd.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. Although I don't know, it's a mess because Jeff's currently supposed to do some shows alone.
Well, did he take
and
all
we
his
don't
vacation?
have a good plan for backup people.
Did he take a vacation? Has he used his vacation?
Yeah, he has. He could probably take a couple more days, but he really wants to be live, which I respect. He wants our shows to be live, like because we could play best ofs or we could play, we could make them good and play whatever if there's days when none of us are there. But he wants them to be live. But then he's also making me feel really bad about me taking vacation. So I don't know. I think he's just gonna have like Jeff and friends and bring in random people.
Yeah.
That's the thing with this new radio station. Like we don't have a bench. We don't have backups. We don't have money to pay backups.
Well,
so
and that's the thing is like, and I love Jeff and that's great, but that's also like, those are your vacation days that you've earned, that you are able to use at your disposal or whatever. Or if they tell you can't use them, from December 15th on, that's one thing. But like, I mean, it's not up to your coworkers to tell you when you can take vacation.
Right. I know, and I think maybe he's used them all. I don't know. I did negotiate for a little extra whenever I signed on with the Freak because I was in a good spot. I think we talked about it on the show. Like, I left the ticket. I was in a good spot. I was doing the mom game. I was like, I'm going to go all in on this and then whatever else, and the Freak came out of nowhere. So going back full-time wasn't in my plans. So I was like, okay, if you want me to do this, I'm going to have a little extra vacation to be able to go to Canada in the summer or whatever things that are important to me.
And that's something that you negotiated.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like I'm pretty fucking sure that those dudes negotiated a higher pay at the point you guys were at. So it's like, that's it's like the same way with me when I would negotiate my contract with the Rangers. It's like I'm doing, and the guys would give me shit. Oh, you're on this trip. And I'm like, yeah, I'm only doing like 12
Isn't that annoying? It's like...
No, but I mean, and I get it, but I'm I mean, you sign a contract to play 162 baseball games. I signed a contract to work 80.
Right.
I ended up being 100, over 100 this year because of the playoffs, but I was like, yeah, that's the deal I negotiated.
This is what it would take for me to do this job.
100%.
So if you want me to do this job.
And that's your right.
Right.
And so don't make any apologies for that.
I know.
Not make any apologies
I'm trying
for that.
not to come back out and be like, okay, I'll come help on the 21st and the 20th, because I'm like, I need that time.
Yeah.
I know deep down I really need that time.
Yeah.
So,
With
the kids
your
off,
vacation
I just want
days
to be with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I do plan to have a good chunk of vacation. So very much looking forward to that.
Good for you.
And figuring out what to do every day. Although December 29th, Cotton Bowl, Mizzou in Dallas.
Oh, hey now.
So I do have that on the calendar.
December 29th. I'll be in Virginia.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Who are they playing?
Ohio State.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sounds
but
like
their
a good
quarterback
matchup.
is not playing.
That's
He's like transferring or
he's not going to do it because he don't want to hurt his draft status.
Yeah. That's what it is. So I think it should be a good game. And I have one of my best friends from college coming in town with her husband.
Oh, that's fine.
So we're working on getting tickets for that. So, that's one exciting thing on the radar.
Yeah, that is exciting.
I know.
Okay, let's get a little sportsy. We haven't talked sports much lately.
We've
been so busy with guests and life and me crying and all that stuff.
And all that stuff. Let's do sports squirts this week, brought to us by our wine friends. Get you some wine, stock up for the holidays. We're drinking Noble Vines for a while and telling you about the greatness of Noble Vines, and it still is really good, delicious wine. But we've shifted gears a little bit here for the new year, and Francis Coppola, I am absolutely loving. This wine is so good. You can find it basically anywhere where you're doing your grocery shopping, and the price point is right. And look, it looks fancy. I love it. The Diamond Collection. This Diamond Collection offers the perfect wines to celebrate any occasions this holiday, big or small. Coppola Claret Cabernet Sauvignon is the perfect pairing with all holiday meals. You can pour this stuff with your Christmas dinner, whatever it may be. It is the perfect thing to pair with turkey, chicken, or whatever big meal you are serving with the family this holiday. And Coppola Diamond Prosecco, of course, goes great with friends and family at your next holiday party. It's maybe my favorite Prosecco that I've had. The Coppola Diamond Prosecco is so good. And good news, Francis Ford Coppola Winery is going to be the official wine of the Charles Schwab Challenge at Colonial Country Club in May of 2024. And they will also continue to support the Do It for Durrett Foundation moving forward because they're our good friends. And
They are our good friends. Yes, we love Coppola.
Francis Ford Coppola Winery, Geyserville, Sonoma County, California. Please drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly. And that is my favorite. That's my favorite red of theirs. It's really, really good. Yeah, and I thought it would be more expensive than it is.
Yeah.
And it's not.
And it's not.
It's like a really good price point.
Which is great news.
And you know how you can get your hands on some Francis Coppola wine? With our friends at Bottle Rover.
Get our friends.
The holidays
All of our
are
friends.
here, and it is time to sit back and relax. I need to talk to myself when I say that. Sit back and relax. Bottle Rover is here to take that relaxation to the next level by providing your holiday treats in the form of alcohol delivery to you directly from the comfort of your home. All you got to do is download that Bottle Rover app, click on it. It's got a cute little dog with a little Santa hat on it this time of year to show their holiday spirit. Go in there, put together your cart, hit checkout, schedule your delivery, and someone will arrive at your door just like Santa Claus with holiday treats for you. Some Coppola wine, maybe some mixers, maybe some brewskis, some holiday brewskis, whatever your little heart desires, they can transport directly to you, straight to your door from the liquor store by way of your phone. Genius concept from Bottle Rover. So download the app, bottlerover.com. Download the app wherever you find your apps to download. What is it? The App Store and Google Play.
The App Store.
Yes, the App Store. Yeah, the App Store. And then the Google Play Store. Yeah, wherever you get your apps, go get the Bottle Rover app. Download it, go order you some booze, and have it delivered straight to your door, especially this holiday season with all the parties and all the gatherings and all the need for a little relaxation, thanks to Bottle Rover. So,
Thank you, Bottle Rover.
thank you, Bottle Rover. Okay, let's get some sportsy scortsies
All right.
in here.
Did you watch the Cowboys beat the Eagles?
I watched the first half. I was tired, and then it was such a beatdown.
Sunday night football games are late.
Okay,
They start late. They take forever.
they do.
They're late.
I'm having a harder time this year than ever before adjusting to the time change.
Yeah. I
Like,
actually
it
had in my
starts
notes.
so early.
Tired kids.
Yes.
Like my kids are so tired. They don't want to wake up for school.
Yes.
Anna's got these like bags under her eyes that I was asking Kelly's like, what do we do about these bags under her? Like,
She needs some treatment.
it's hitting hard.
I don't know why it's so different, but like last night, Mike was like, well, we got to get in bed. And I was like, honey, it's 8:30.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, because he gets up early to go work out. I get up early too, but I need a good 6, maybe 7. I'm sitting pretty hours of sleep. And so I don't know. It's just like, I do find it way easier to get up in the morning. But I don't know. It's just I feel like my whole body's out of whack.
Extremely dark, extremely early.
Yes.
That's one of the things. Like if you have a kid activity that ends at like 6:30,
Oh my gosh.
you walk out and it's like,
I know, we got home from practice last night. I had to pick a Hattie up from practice, and it was like 8 o'clock. And I was like, this is so late.
yes.
Whereas in the summer, it's like, all right, let's go grab some dinner,
right.
It's so
So
strange.
it just changes your routine. It feels weird to go out and get dinner with kids in the pitch black at 8 o'clock. And I guess this was happening last time the time changed like this, but it does feel darker earlier and it feels different. Like it's hard for people to adjust to the time and that people are just generally more tired.
I know.
Did you all know that they're going to stop? They're supposedly going to stop
Yes.
doing, and I'm not sure if it's
I don't
this
think
time
it-
change or the next one.
No, it's not going to stay this way. It's going to go, or I can't remember. I think the other way. But I think they talked about that and it like passed in some
Well, people had
branch
to
of the
vote on
government,
it.
and then it didn't go all the way through. Right. But I don't know. There was talk of that. I don't know if it ever got solved. We'll research
Same.
that and get back to you guys ASAP.
Yeah, because like Arizona doesn't do daylight savings
Ever. Yeah, they just stay.
Yeah.
It's so
They just
confusing.
stay. It is so confusing.
And I get why
I
they have
don't
to
like
separate it by like regions because like, different
Yes.
stuff.
I know.
Geography.
Totally get it all.
Meteorology.
Yes.
Astronomy. All those things factor in.
They do.
To why this is not uniform across the United States. Obviously, I've been researching this topic quite a bit lately.
Yeah. You're
and
like writing an essay on it.
Yeah,
I
and
can tell.
I'll be prepared to present to you my findings next week.
No, you won't.
No, there's zero fucking chance. Okay, yes,
But Cowboys,
beat the Eagles.
It seemed late. So,
Yeah.
and it was. The Cowboys, like, easily.
And I felt like they were totally in control. Like, if it was a close game, I would have stayed up.
Yeah.
But then I was like, eh.
We went to the
good.
Nutcracker.
Oh, yeah?
Like, at Fair Park. Music
Fun.
Hall at Fair Park. We were offered tickets, which was awesome. And so I took them. And it was kind of like one of those risky things. You're like, this could go terribly or this could go really well. And it went really well. Like, even Ryder loved it. And
Nice.
Anna loved it. But anyway, we left. And the plan was to watch, majority of the game, go home and watch the majority of the game. But by the time we got home, it was like halftime. And it was like, all right, this is like not even a game. The Cowboys got up early in the first quarter and then kind of never really looked back. I think there was a moment there in the early in the third quarter where Philadelphia scored so that they were up by like a touchdown and it could have maybe started going the other way and the Cowboys just kept their foot on the gas and were able to get it done. They look really good. Philadelphia is struggling. The Cowboys are looking really good as they get ready to go into like their final 3 games, which are really tough opponents. And so you wanted to get that win over Philly to feel confident moving forward. And now they're tied with the division lead. So it's just exciting. Mike McCarthy had that emergency appendectomy.
It was on the sideline like 2 days later.
2
which
days
is
later
insane.
on the sideline, calling the game. And
I mean, old boy is holding up pretty well.
I know. You know what?
I think how old is he? I think he's way older than what he really is.
He's got to be 50-something.
And then I saw an interview with his wife, and she's smoking hot.
That's what I was going to say. Meredith Land did like a sit-down
Yes.
with her.
And she's like smoking. And nothing against Mike McCarthy, but I mean, he kind of outkicked his coverage.
Very much outkicked his coverage.
And I feel like when I say that, I feel like that's I can't tell you how many professional baseball players I've told that about their wives. And I feel like that's the
You tell
highest,
them they've outkicked their coverage?
Yes, but I feel like that's like the highest compliment. Like
To the wife.
That's a good point. But don't you think guys are like proud when someone thinks their wife is pretty or smart or
It's like
funny?
the ultimate backhanded compliment. Like they're probably proud, but they probably also go look in the mirror and maybe feel a little bit sadder after someone tells them that.
Listen,
'Cause what if in their mind they were like somewhat equal? And then someone keeps telling them that all the time. Then they're like, well, fuck.
I feel like,
all of these people have something. There's no reason all these people are saying this to me. I must not be as good looking as I thought.
Well, and I think for me, it's just kind of like my ball busting nature.
Yeah.
That I've built a career on busting balls. And so I think it's just part of my thing that I
mean, it's funny.
Say like,
yes.
But like, I don't know.
And pretty much every athlete outkicks their coverage.
This is true. But this is another thing I'll say. But can you imagine if someone like came up to you and like saw Keller and like, whoa, well, you really outkicked your coverage with him, Julie?
I would cry.
That's what I mean.
I would
like
punch
it's
them
total reverse
in the gut.
sexism or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody came up to like Mike and I'd be like, oh, this is your husband. You really outkicked your coverage. I'd be like, well, fuck off. You know?
Yeah.
You don't know what all I've got to offer, damn it. So yes, it's totally terrible of us to do that, but I'm not going to stop. I mean,
I feel like almost every athlete.
I feel like I'm going to do that to like the next person I meet. Like the next couple I meet, just to like try it out,
just see what happens. just at a Christmas
or like
party,
a husband that I've never met before,
or like another parent, some parents from the school or whatever.
Yeah, you're just
at like a parent event.
This is your husband. Oh, so nice to meet you. Boy, you really outkicked your coverage, honey. she like comes back with all kinds of work done.
Oh,
But that's terrible. It's a total double standard.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we're not going to stop.
it is. But Mike McCarthy did.
But
But that one, like, he really
that
did.
vein, Mike
Sometimes
McCarthy
you
does
say that and you're like, it's kind of close and like it could go either way. But like
right.
Mike McCarthy
yeah,
totally outkicked his coverage.
I know. We should stop talking about people's appearances.
I don't know why I feel like her name is Julie, but she was lovely looking. It was on in the studio yesterday as we were doing our show, so I had no audio, but I was watching her as Jeff
looked
was
really
talking
lovely.
about some shit. I don't know. I was like watching Mike McCarthy's wife.
She's so pretty.
Like, she's very pretty, and they have like 4 kids or something.
I wonder how old their
Maybe
kids
she'd
are.
come on our show.
Maybe she would.
An NFL coach's wife.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird though? Like I do feel like she's very behind, like
Yeah,
off
she's
the
not
radar.
out. Yeah.
Like behind the scenes or whatever. It's like,
yeah. I feel like NFL wives are able to do that a lot better than college football wives,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Because they're like kind of mama bears in those situations. Whereas, you know, these women, I'm sure they're just like,
They're
got
just
their
like,
own,
yeah, oh.
go take your own shit.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
Her name is Jessica, and they have 5 children.
Jessica, 5
Close to
kids.
Julie.
God bless her.
2 sons from Jessica's previous marriage.
Okay.
A daughter from McCarthy's previous
Ah.
Okay. 2
marriage.
together. Damn,
Wow.
Gina.
I'm really gonna put a mic over here.
5 kids. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Ashley needs a mic. Yeah. So, but okay. We devolved into whatever.
We digress.
We digressed. But Cowboys are good.
Cowboys
They're in
are
a good
good.
spot.
Yes.
Dak's getting MVP talk.
I'm happy for him.
so happy for him. He's a great dude.
He's gonna be a dad.
He is going to be a dad.
And Luke is gonna be a dad.
Luca is a dad.
Luca is a dad.
Yeah.
Luke, they had a surprise baby.
Yeah.
I say surprise to us. I'm sure it wasn't a
I
surprise.
know, but we
to them.
follow her on social media and we never see.
know.
And I'm so dumb. I mean, not dumb, but I just am not on social media as much as a lot, or as, I don't know, whatever. I didn't like Dak's old girlfriend. I still was keeping up with her.
Same.
And then it's like all of a sudden it's like, oh, look at this picture of Dak's baby mama with a big old belly. And I'm like, holy shit. He, you know.
Right.
things
Like we're still
moved on.
following
Yeah.
Natalie around.
Yes.
Because she was his girlfriend. But yeah, then Sarah Jane or something, this girl,
know.
she's pretty.
She's adorable.
And I imagine it was like a little bit of a surprise. They weren't. I don't
think
know.
their kicking coverage is pretty equal, those two.
You do?
Dak.
Do you think Dak's hot?
Do you not?
No.
You don't think Dak's hot?
No.
Really?
I don't think Dak's hot.
Oh.
I think he seems like a great dude.
Oh my gosh.
guy.
He's totally. What about Jalen Hurts?
He's cute. He's handsome.
I'm trying to think of the other hot quarterbacks.
Yeah, there's plenty.
Is there?
I mean, Jared Goff's
okay.
pretty hot.
All right. We're shooting a mom game after dark.
Uh-huh.
So we're not going to make it totally about sports hots, but like, let's talk about like our people.
Okay.
People you think that you kind of follow that you think are really handsome or whatever.
Okay.
Also known as people you lust after. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Kevin
You don't lust
Costner. Justin
Is that
Timberlake. I know yours. I know a couple of yours.
Well, okay. There's different.
Usher.
Usher. Don't even get me started on Usher. Do not even
But those are all non-sports.
start.
team.
I know. But then I heard something about Justin Timberlake the other day that made me not love him as much.
What?
I think he was like
Cheated on Brit.
not like it was the Britney stuff. All right, we're saving all this for the mom.
He told her to get in the...
Okay,
Yeah.
la 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 la. We're saving this for the mom.
When are we doing that?
We're doing that tonight
Oh.
at 8 o'clock, aka 1 a.m. Like that's what it's gonna feel like. So yeah, we're gonna save all that for our stupid, moms behaving badly.
Okay, I like it. Tune into that. Don't
Mom's
miss our
gonna-
After Darks.
Moms behaving badly on the mom game after dark. And there will be Coppola wine involved because they are.
Need to run to the store. Oh, I need a bottle river. Bring me some.
Yes.
But yeah, interesting that you think Dak's hot. We will.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I love his personality. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, I feel weird
Just
saying.
search for that at.
I feel weird saying people are hot. I don't know. I mean, I don't think. I mean,
I see
think-
what
I
you're
think 'cause I'm
saying because we're
old.
old and like a lot of them are not. But I haven't converted yet. I still like that word.
Hot.
Yeah, like I just have said it for so long.
Yeah, I'm old. Yeah, but
Dak
anyway,
is 31.
we'll talk about all this on the mom game. But it does feel weird. I don't know. It just at some point, like, and then I wondered this too. Like, at some point, am I ever gonna grow up, like vocabulary wise, where I stop fucking cussing every other word and like saying
Good question. Because I was gonna say no.
totes and apropes and what's straight chilling.
No, you're
homie.
right. Like at what point do
holler
we
at your girl? Like when am I gonna grow the fuck up? Is this ever gonna happen? Or am I going to be 80 and talking this way?
That's a good question.
Because
I feel like you're not gonna grow up. Like I just don't know like when that would happen.
What would happen in my life that would cause me to grow up?
Like okay, so like picture like Hattie and Henry like getting married at their wedding.
And I'm up there giving the toast. It's like, yo, 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 what's up, party people? Holler at your girl.
Dancing to Vanilla Ice. You will.
Oh, yes.
You will
doing all
dance
the
at their
things.
wedding. They're going to play that song and you're going to
God.
rap and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be even funnier because you're going to be
They're
70.
gonna be. This is probably all true.
It's going to be
We're
great.
like, you guys will never fucking believe how these two met. It's such a beautiful story, y'all.
And then whoever they choose to marry, their family is going to be like,
Oh my gosh. They're going to be
they're
like,
gonna be shocked.
what on the planet? Where are we? Who
Or
is
they're going to be
this?
really fun and cool and like love you. One or the
Mike's
other.
going to continue to be embarrassed by me and
It's going to be so weird.
being
I had a really funny writer
old and
quote I
like
wanted to
this.
tell
That is
you.
going to be weird. What?
It's gonna be so weird. My funny writer quote before I forget.
Okay.
We were
Does it
taking
involve a bloomin' onion?
no, but he loves the bloomin' onion. We all do. Who doesn't?
I know. Everyone.
Onion is legit.
It is good. Okay, go.
Free. So we were taking him to school that day, and I don't know how you handle or if you ask about like boyfriend girlfriend stuff with your kids.
Oh, yeah.
But Anna brought it up because she's falling in love with somebody.
Oh.
in class, but it's a different person than she was falling in love with like last week.
Okay.
She's
got a lot of love
She
to
falls
give.
in love.
She's
I'm
got-
worried a little bit about what she's.
That is concerning. Because
Yeah.
meanwhile, Hattie is like, won't even hold my hand. Like, she's like out and done, like,
Really?
barely, like, hug, side
So
hug,
she's not
and
into boys.
She's not affectionate. She is not into boys.
Was she when she was younger as like a joke or like was she ever like?
I don't know what happened, but
Yeah.
she is very anti, like,
That's good. That's good
Oh,
because
I'll
it's
take
just a
it.
giant distraction.
I will
Yeah.
take it.
Well, Anna's already falling in love, but
Okay.
I'm like, haha, that's cute. You're 5. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then Ryder every once in a while will like make a comment. Like he keeps it all close to
Yeah.
the vest or whatever, and he doesn't really just divulge information. But Anna was talking about it, and so Ryder was like, "Ha!" He said something like, "Yeah, and I only tell my friends in my class about my girlfriends," and I was like, "Oh, so you have a girlfriend?" And he said, "Yeah, and it's the same girl that he's often referred to as his girlfriend for like a year." And she's real sweet and cute and whatever. And he was like, "Yeah, I think that she'll be really great of taking care of our kids when I'm playing in the NFL all the time."
oh, okay.
Taking care of our kids. This is my 8-year-old. That's how he's
That's
thinking
hilarious.
about his girlfriend. And he was like, like Dad, when you were traveling a lot, like you did, Mom. So I was like, that's sweet. Like for one, I'm glad that he thought I
Yes.
did a good job.
Yes.
/ him doing a good job. And for 2, he
very
thinks
sweet.
that like dads always just are gone a lot for their sports. Like since Dad
Right.
coached in the NHL, he's going to be in the NFL. And for 3, that like he's thinking about a girl in that light. Like I'm like, is that good or bad? Like she's going to be great at taking care of the family when I'm in the NFL. Like
Right.
it's good, but does you know what I mean?
think
Like there
that's
was
a
a lot
very
there. I was like,
normal-
it's precious.
It's a precious 8-year-old
Yes.
comment.
Yes.
Yes, for
Yes.
sure. There is no need to overanalyze Ryder at this point and be like, well, son, the odds of you making it to the NFL
Well, no,
are about
I'm gonna-
1 in 340
Right.
million. Also, too, let's not put your girlfriend in a box and say the only thing that she can do is take care of your damn family while you're running around the country playing in the league.
Like she probably has goals and dreams too.
No, I think it was
really cute
for those conversations. Now if he's like a junior in college and he's like, yeah, that girl's good breeding material and she's gonna be a great wife,
a great housewife.
Like,
is that what they're
I bet she whips up a real good casserole. Like then maybe some ding 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 flags off. But I think that's a very sweet and normal.
I thought it was so
8-year-old comment.
And I also, it was like, okay, because I guess if I have a mom insecurity, it's that I'm not that way, like I'm not cooking and cleaning perfectly, and I'm not like the perfect mom on paper or whatever, even though I try my hardest. So I loved that he thought of me in that light. Well, because I do work a lot, and he didn't think about that. I think
that's the ultimate. That it's a prime example of like something you see. I've seen on social media, like quotes and stuff like. They're not going to remember how clean the house was, how, all these, they're going to remember how you made them feel.
Right.
And so whatever you're doing, whether it's, whether the house is a mess or the house is an organized freak show like mine or whatever, they're not going to remember those things. But what I can do is control the way that I make my children feel by the way that I act and the things that I do. And I'm not always perfect at it. I'm not always great at it. But, I feel like that's something that you can control regardless of the circumstances around you and regardless of if you work or if you don't. Like, what are those times like when you are together? How do you make them feel? All that kind of stuff. So I think you hit it on the head with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that should make you feel good. That should make you proud. And then, and also too, to remind yourself that like they're still getting what they need from me.
Yes.
Could they get more? Yes. Could they get less? Yes. But that's always going to be the case. They're getting what they need from you. And that's a great lesson.
Yeah. And just like with a lot of mom things, it's like we often just compare ourselves to other moms or compare ourselves to other families. And we make such a big thing in our head over like, oh, I didn't sign up for this and I'm not volunteering at this class thing. And the moms care about this stuff a lot more than like the kids do, right? The kids don't
100%
care about all of that. They just care that like you're taking care of them and you're making them feel good inside and and you're nurturing them and helping them to grow and be strong and confident and kind people. Like that's what matters. So it was like a nice little like there was a lot there with what he said and
it's a great reminder.
Say all of that, I'm sure. But like it was just really cute and sweet and also it was like, all right. Yeah, you're picking a good one.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing before we go, we posted on social media on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
That I'm not on anymore. I'm still not on Twitter.
You have to get back on.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. I do miss like a lot of like breaking news.
Yeah.
I definitely miss that. Like not miss it, like long for it, but I'm like, oh, like something that's like, oh, Austin Hedges signed with the Guardians. And I'm like, oh shit. Or, somebody will send me a text. Anyway.
Someone has to text you all
the
breaking
news. They do text me. They'll be like, oh, Shohei, 700 million.
That's where I get all of my news. Just get back on. Just quietly like rejoin.
Or I can just get on through the mom game. The thing is, I don't even have the app on my phone anymore. I can just log on to the mom game.
Yeah, you can.
And just troll around.
Yeah.
And not engage.
Troll around.
What was I saying? We posted. We need help. So the last episode of 2023, we're doing a best of episode. So we want your favorite moments from 2023. And people have already brought up some really good ones that I had forgotten about. So we want your help. We want to get everyone, not everyone's favorite moment or whatever.
Favorite guest, something that made you laugh.
The Nate Lowe interview was definitely in there. I think Pete Delkus, Big Pharma.
Big
like
Pharma.
That. I ran into a girlfriend this weekend and she was like talking about how she had a busy week and she was like, we're launching a new drug. She was like, I'm Big Pharma. And I'm like, oh shit. I was like, I don't even know what it is. She was like, it was apparent.
So she's referencing. I love it.
She was like, I saw your podcast and you kept talking about Big Pharma. And I'm like, yeah, and I don't know what the fuck I was even talking about or even what Big Pharma is.
I'm Big Pharma.
Or what they're doing. She's like, yeah, that's kind of me. I'm Big Pharma. I'm like, Anyway, so like those moments that, you know, and then one of them brought up you know, the World Series stuff, you know, me crying and then you crying and all the crying. And
all the crying.
So, I mean, I think we have lots of moments to choose from. So yeah, we would like your help. So shoot us a message on Instagram, Twitter, let us know your favorite memory. And we're going to put all those together and have a fun little best of episode, the last of 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And coming up on 4 years as well.
Coming up on 4 years in March. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
Yeah, we're not going to celebrate episode 200, which is where we'll be.
Yeah.
Early in January. We're going to celebrate 4 years.
4 years.
That's what we're going to focus our celebration on.
Yes.
Okay, but tons more to come here before the end of the new year, or the end of the year and before the new year, including a Mom Game After Dark that we are shooting tonight, and that will drop at some point in the next couple of days. We'll let Ashley figure out where to time that, where it would work. No, nothing urgent, but it's going to be super fun. We'll be drinking some Coppola wine and talking about like our childhood crushes and how those have evolved over the years. And we'll find out why Julie doesn't think Dak Prescott is hot. That's on
you do.
That's on the Mom Game After Dark, coming your way this week. Okay, that's going to do it for episode 196. We'll be back in studio next week to be with you. And before then, After Dark.
That's right.
All right. See y'all.
Mom Game out.
Mom Game out.